Hi everyone and welcome
Oh,
back.
sorry.
Sorry?
I forgot
You gotta
to
check
actually
yourself out
look at
first. You
myself.
look completely fine. That's
Yeah.
the reason why I started.
Okay.
Otherwise I wouldn't have bothered.
It's time we here. Hey, I'm Lish.
you're and I'm D, and this is Allow
Allow
It.
it.
Yeah, I got a couple of dry move stuff for Camille. You've motivated me to have a look at the
Oh,
H&M dry
yes,
move
yes,
stuff.
yes, yes.
It's really dope. I
I'm a
got
dry
him.
move babe
Yeah,
now.
I can clearly tell. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, because these pieces are really cute. Like I said, they're
Mm-hmm.
giving ALO. They're
Yeah.
really, I think, pushing that sort of ALO vibe.
Yeah, I think so.
I
Dry
got
move
him.
by Alo.
Is that dry move by ALO? I got him a two-piece. It's a little bit small. Their sizing for kids, just to let you know, is small. So I
Okay.
got 8 to 10, and it's like his size now, which
Oh,
doesn't
wow.
help me because I need it to
Yeah.
be for the next season up. What's good? How has your week been? What we've been up to? I know some people don't care. We're still gonna talk about it. Some people are like, just dive into the stories. We don't
dive
care about how
into
your weeks
it.
have been.
My week's been good.
Yeah.
It's been long, actually. It's been a long. I think today I just realized how tired I am. I'm actually exhausted.
Exhausted.
Yeah, I'm really
Yeah.
tired. Yours?
Yeah, same. Just full of exhaustion. I've had the whole entire week off from working out, from doing anything.
Same. I haven't.
What
worked
I've
out.
just done is just made sure that I've done my 10K steps. That's all, because I'm obligated to kind of do those. So that's the only reason why I just kept on pushing. But in
Yeah.
terms of like working out, it's been a rest week.
Same.
We're recovering from the week for the 2 days that we had turning up for my birthday, and then also we're doing everyday people tomorrow.
I don't know.
I don't know who begged us to do that either, but we'd like to be around cool people doing cool things.
Yeah, and my body is not around for doing cool things anymore. I can tell. It's like it's breaking
Do you
down.
really feel now that you're in your mid-30s? It's your body is telling you without really showing you. Does that make sense? Like, I can't break. This is how I wonder. The people who shy away or try their very hardest to be young, like just to hold on to youth. And it's like, but how are you doing it? Is it because they're genuinely not showing us this side, are they?
No, or who knows? Maybe those people are healthier than me.
Yeah, but I don't necessarily think you're unhealthy.
Because I'm just like,
I think
it makes no sense. Why?
you make healthy choices.
I do.
You make a lot of healthy choices.
I do. I think more apparent now, but not like I went to the doctor's today and she said, do you smoke? I'm like, no. She's like, do you drink? I'm like, socially.
Barely.
So she's like, how often? And I was like, maybe like 3 times a month. Obviously, before it would have been like 3 times a week.
Of course.
Maybe 3-4 times a week.
Yeah.
So I think now, okay, yeah, I'm making healthy choices.
Healthier choices.
So,
and even just the way you eat, I believe you make healthier choices.
Oh,
Not
yes,
necessarily
definitely.
because you have ailments that sort
no,
of
that
push you.
stop me from eating what I want to eat.
That stop you
I'm
from
still
doing what you
craving
want to
some
eat.
mac and cheese.
I know you're still craving that mac and cheese that made us sick last week.
I know.
Please don't do it. If you go to
my
the grill
gosh.
at Harrods, please
Don't
do
get the
not
mac and
get the mac
cheese.
and cheese. It made us quite ill last week. Although the rest of the dinner was lovely, the mac and cheese was not
The mac
so
and cheese
great.
was not.
I repeat, the grill at Harrods. Although we don't mind getting a free meal again.
Well, apparently,
Hashtag
I think
the
the mac
grill,
and cheese
hashtag
at the
Harrods.
rotisserie is better.
Okay, so maybe that's
Yeah.
why. It was just undercooked for my liking. Yeah, it wasn't. I wasn't so keen on it. Yeah.
It wasn't doing what it was supposed to do.
London is burning today.
It is burning.
I can't explain this heat.
I have sweat on my nose.
Of course. And I say this all the time. I love the heat. I love the warmth. But there's just London burns. I feel like I'm not, this heat is just not really for human consumption.
Yeah, I think it's same in New York. It's city heat. You're
Oh,
in the
yeah,
city.
of
There's
course,
no
exactly.
breeze. There's
Yeah,
no
yeah,
water
yeah.
anywhere.
It feels
you're
dirty
in the
and
city.
sticky.
Yeah, it's humid.
Yeah.
The air is not moving.
No.
You're just
Stagnant.
yes.
Yeah.
It's just hot
Yeah.
air.
I don't feel like summer sexy.
But I'm not complaining, to be honest.
I'm not
hot,
complaining.
but I'm not
hot.
complaining.
No, it's not a complaint.
Yeah.
It's just an observation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I don't feel summer sexy. That's what I mean.
Yeah,
like, I don't
no.
feel like I'm on holiday.
No,
and
yeah,
I'm
absolutely.
feeling summer sexy.
Absolutely
Yeah,
not.
I'm feeling
Absolutely
very
not.
much sticky.
I must say I'm happy that I did not need to commute to the office today, because
that's
then
very
I
true.
would have been on that hell line. In this heat.
Of course, yeah. No. I say 4-day weeks for the win. 4-day weeks for the win. They have Adidas is pulled from Bella Hadid because she's half Palestinian. Is that how you pronounce it? Palestinian. Here we go again. It's like that Chief Keef situation we had the other week.
I guess Palestinian is right.
Half Palestinian. Yeah? Sounds weird coming from me though, doesn't it?
Probably.
Am I not saying it correctly?
So wait, they pulled her because she is...
so they've eliminated her contract because she's half Palestinian, and now people are saying we need to boycott Adidas. But really, we should have boycotted Adidas a long time.
I know.
There's just a lot of things that we should be boycotting.
Can I just say I'm not going to buy anything from them
anymore?
Now, but I'm not burning my stuff that I have. Not burning my past stuff, but I'm definitely not purchasing.
Yeah, I don't know. That whole
anything.
burn what you have now because of what they've done. I don't get. But do not continue to buy. Okay, I kind of get.
They're wild. They
did that with
their chest.
With their whole chest. And what about it?
The owner is he's Israeli.
Yeah,
so,
with their whole chest. So. And what about it? He's like, I'm for my people. She's for her people, and we keep it pushing that way, and that's it. That's about it. So, of course, it's trending to say that we should boycott them. We should boycott a lot of people, a lot of companies, a lot of brands that are doing disgusting stuff, contributing to world wars, contributing to child poverty, contributing to everything else in between. But if you really think about it, it's every brand. It's almost every brand.
Yeah, Apple.
So if we
are we picking and choosing?
This is what I'm saying. So if we were to really pick and choose, it would be, we wouldn't have any brands. We'd have to live off grid.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, you'd have to live off grid.
Basically.
Yeah, if everything under the sun you can't do Apple iPhones, you can't drink Starbucks.
Boycotting our internet.
You can't use the internet. Yeah, because because all the internet companies are for the 5G, and the 5G is for the issue that's happening in the Congo. So yeah, the world is a wild place and is clearly exhausting. But here, what can we do?
At this rate.
That's why I'm like, at this rate, what do? Do you go off grid? But
even going off grid, I'm just like, yeah.
You have to pump your water from the rainwater, get solar power. You would actually have to. There's this one guy actually who's gone off grid, and he's online. He's on Instagram, and he's got this whole what is it called, homesteads. There's actually a documentary about people that have homesteads in America, which is really dope. I watch it quite regularly. I think it's on Natural Geographic. You might be able to get it on Disney Plus as well.
Okay.
So it discusses people that have
they're
living off grid and they have homesteads. And this guy was saying how much he spent on this homestead, and it was a good 50K. So a lot of people are like, okay, that's not actually feasible for the everyday person to randomly get 50K out of nowhere and build all of these solar panels, buy all of these chickens, get all of these goats, get all of this cattle and everything in between to basically to live off grid. It's quite a significant amount of money. And on top of that, you have to get a truck, you have to do this, it's a lot of work and a lot of money that gets put into it. Yeah. So that also is not easy. That's also just for the rich.
Exactly. Yeah. And I'm like, living off grid, is it really living off grid?
It is kinda. I don't know. He's still in the documentary.
I'm like,
so he's not really living off grid. Technically he's really not living off grid.
We need those situations where, you get a postcard from somebody like that. You can't call that person. That's off grid to me.
No, you get a postcard.
Yeah, that person that has to drive miles to the nearest post office to send you a postcard to let you know that they're still alive.
And there's one post office that's like, what?
Yeah.
15 miles away or something, and no one can really get to it. And you can only get mail once every 2 weeks. And then if you miss it, that's on you.
It.
Yeah, that's on you. Do you think you would ever be able to live off grid? We're talking about this actually today, because today there was this mass...
yes, the global IT
outage. And...
from... a cyber
something.
I don't company have much... that works for Microsoft.
Of course, exactly. Yeah, they had an issue, and then everyone else went down. So all systems, all man down, everything like that. And I said, actually, genuinely, I'm really not that bothered if the internet goes.
Well, it didn't go for me today, so I still had to work. So it only affected, I was reading about how people were celebrating. I was like, I wasn't.
You're like, who?
I was still working.
Not I.
Yeah. I was like, I wasn't getting to celebrate. I had to work. So, yeah.
You're still stuck.
Yeah, exactly. Still there. Typing away.
Would you able to, because you're a person who likes your phone. Let's be real. You like your phone. You like being on your phone. You like communicating with other people on a regular basis. That's how you keep in touch with your family that don't live in the UK. What happens then when we've got an outage? So let's say COVID times, right? But we're now switching to a different version of lockdown. Basically, no internet. No internet.
With no internet.
Yeah.
To be honest, that's something that I actually wouldn't mind. I think that would be good for me, because even now I set my phone now on a timer to like stay off of social media.
Because you need to get off it.
Yeah, I've set limits for myself. So if I then now don't have access to the internet, I'm like, okay, yeah, that's fine. I think what would affect me the most is not being able to listen to music. Not even about speaking to me. It's music.
Say that with your whole chest.
Music
is my escape.
Yeah, I think that's something that would affect
music
me.
And actual like podcasts and stuff like that. I find right now that's the only thing that brings the noise down in my head. I have a lot going on, like in life in general. So music, like you said, I didn't deep that.
Yeah.
Now that you said that, that's the one thing that would really bother me. Not necessarily speaking to people. I don't care if I still speak to people. Yeah. It's fine. If I know you enough, I'm coming to your house. Exactly. Or you're coming to my house.
We'll find a way. Yeah. We'll figure it out.
I'll send you a telegram.
Yeah. Exactly.
But yeah, now that you've said that, music would genuinely would affect me. So I wouldn't be able to listen to my gospel to ground me, to give me peace of mind.
Exactly.
Yeah, geez. I would have to rely on prayer and the book. So maybe that's what we need.
Singing psalms and singing.
Exactly. I guess that's what we need, because I was listening to someone who said that these new age Christians or new age people who sort of say they've got a spiritual belief in God, all they do is do all of that worship through Maverick Music and Kirk Franklin and Chandler Moore He said, but to really, if you ask them, if you ask them what a verse is, what the Bible is, all of those things, they don't know nothing. All they do, they can worship all day though. That's one thing. That's what. That's one thing they're going to do, is that they can worship all day. And it's actually very true, because that's the excuse to say that there's no downtime really to find time to open the Bible, study it, and have like those study notes and everything. Like you're studying basically for an exam, but you're going through the word. Then it says only the best way to get closer to God is through the word. Yeah. So if you're not really studying the word, then...
What are we doing here?
What are we doing here?
What are we doing here at this rate?
There ain't nothing you can tell me about me that I don't know about myself already.
You and your praise and worship. And that Kirk Franklin.
Exactly. There's nothing. I'm in such a happy place at this stage in my life where there's really nothing you can tell me about me that I don't know already, that I don't know I should work on, or I should stop working on, or I should do, or I should say. All of those things I already know myself. I'm just, I guess, just not there yet.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, and that's like fair enough. I'm, like I said, I would really suffer without music, but I can't say the core of the tunes that I'm listening to is praise and worship. There's some things I shouldn't be listening to.
What was your Spotify what is it called, listen to song of 2023?
Oh, what was it? I think it was a song by Robert Glasper.
Okay.
He was like my top artist, my top music. Yeah. And then I think after that maybe Lucky Day.
Oh,
yeah.
Girl,
yeah. It was definitely.
It ain't nothing about the word.
There was not one gospel song on there.
On there?
There was not one. Yeah.
Oh dear.
Sorry, God. God.
He loves you.
I read the word though.
He loves you anyway. You do better than me. You read the word definitely way more than I do.
I read the word. Yeah. Praise and worship is a bit tough.
It's a bit tough. Yeah. I think it's something that grounds me, not necessarily because of my actual belief in God, but I think just the way they speak positive affirmations and things like that. It just like, it doesn't rile me up. I don't want to listen to Rick Ross because then I'm going to try and fight somebody. And that's not what I want to do.
You don't want to bust it open.
No, I don't want to bust it open with no one. I don't know. I'm not trying to get further away. I'm trying to get closer. So I'm not trying to tussle with nobody. So the best thing to do is block out the noise.
Yeah.
Is to block out the noise. I talking about blocking out the noise, like I told you yesterday, I lost my car keys.
Oh yeah.
I lost not only my car keys, but I lost the spare of my car keys. I am very proud of myself because I've gotten to a point in my life where things like that don't rile me up no more.
Yeah.
Right? So I don't get, oh my God, what am I going to do? All of that screaming, shouting, worrying, all of those things. I don't really have the strength for them anymore.
Over things that you can't
it's
control.
Things that that whole statement of, please grant me the strength to let go of the things that I cannot control. Yeah. I am genuinely I believe I'm at that point where certain things, of course, there's still some. Don't get it twisted. Don't try me if you wanna. There's still some things that do still rile me up. And I really continue to hope that, fingers crossed, one day those things won't rile me up. But to get to this place was virtually impossible at some point. To get to a place where you're genuinely just letting go and saying, okay, fine, whatever happens. And look, of course, the keys were found the next day. I found the spare key a couple hours later. It was no big deal. Let go. Just literally just let go of it. Accept it and let go of it, and you move on.
I definitely struggle with that.
I believe so.
I 100% struggle with that.
I love you, but I believe so.
I have not gotten there yet. I
Yeah.
struggle. Even today with the Cash App, I was like,
why have they done that? So can you give people a background story of what? Because a lot of UK people don't know actually what the Cash App situation is. Okay. I know they know Cash App because of songs. So
Cash App, this money kind of app from America, they have it in the UK as well.
It's like a version of PayPal, right? But quicker.
Yeah, kind of, but faster. Yeah. It's a quicker way to send and receive money. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm sure all you Clubhouse people know, because I think people are using Cash App on Clubhouse. Oh my God,
don't remind me of Clubhouse.
I feel like it was in everybody's bio. I think that's when Cash App kind of came to UK, through Clubhouse.
Exactly.
So Cash App announced that they're closing Cash App. Yeah. They're getting rid of Cash App UK. So if you have money in your Cash App, basically to withdraw it. And I had my bank details on there, and then I had a card on there, which I didn't even know what card it was. But I made sure I updated my bank details, thinking that if I withdrew the money, that the money's going to my bank details. Obviously, it went to the card and not the bank, because Cash App's stupid.
Wasn't stupid at the time when you were using it.
Yeah, exactly. So I've done this before with PayPal, where I have, with even PayPal was worse because it was hundreds of pounds.
Wow.
That I withdrew to a bank account that I guess did not exist.
Didn't exist anymore.
I lost
for
that
you.
money. Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. So I was just like, oh gosh, here we go again. Part 2.
Just money has disappeared out of your hands.
And I feel like, why am I so bad with money? One thing I do, I lose a lot of money, and it's stupidly.
I think that's just one thing we got in common.
Very bad with money.
We're just bad with money. And I would really love to do better. But then there's another bag. And then there's another pair of shoes. And then there's another pair of sunglasses. And then I don't want my son to miss out on this. And then I don't want because like my parents never made me feel like I was missing out on anything. Yeah, exactly. Right? Yeah. That whereby you needed to like pay for it or anything like that. I just like to live good. I like to eat good. I like to dress good. I want my sons to look good. Yeah. And even the father of my children actually said it yesterday in the car. We were on our way to our son's football match. And he said, there's one thing, if anything that people can bring up about him, there will never be a point where they say that his children lack something. Right? Yeah. And like that immense pressure, really, for one person. Yeah. Because considering he's got obviously multiple children. Yeah. But he has to make sure that each and every single one of them, they never need for nothing. And this is not someone who's drug dealing on the side, hustling on the side. This is someone who's just got their main job and they're just doing what they need to do in order for them to break even. So how does this like regular person actually just continue to do that for their children and over and over and over and over? He's just like, this is the one thing. And we can look at ourselves and we say, okay, we're really bad with money because we're spending on this. For instance, you spend all your coins on food.
I love a culinary experience.
You love a culinary experience. And I love that for you. You also love great wine.
Yes, I do.
You hate cheap wine.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
Yeah, you hate maybe when we were younger, we used to be able to do that cheap ass wine. Now, if he ain't the top of the line, it's not touching our tongues.
Exactly. I'm too grown for that.
Exactly.
I'm an adult.
Doing adult things.
Exactly. Doing adult things.
Is it a case of maybe we should really just accept that this, like, life is too short?
That is true.
And I guess we could work on it. We could get a coach, but also you can't, like, teach an old dog new tricks.
Yeah, I'm just like... I said I'm bad. I didn't necessarily say that I want to fix it.
There you go!
I just said I wish I wasn't so bad with losing, with the way I just, like, lose money. It's just like, where... and making stupid mistakes. Like, if I have money, I would like to kind of keep it just for a few minutes. I don't want to send it to the stratosphere and it's somewhere where I don't even know who the money is with because it's not with me. I think that's what really annoys me. Let me use that money on a culinary experience. My kid's the same way. She also loves a culinary experience.
Loves a culinary experience. And I love that for her because no man on this earth can finesse her.
Yeah,
no man on this earth can tell her will go to, that, I'm going to take you to this because you've never been, because she'll be telling you, sorry, my mom has taken me like 15 times.
She's already too, like...
She's like, the waiter, I know his middle name. So... The girl at reception, she likes her
girl. 3-pound croissants in the morning really on the way to school. Girl. Yeah, she's
like, that girl, and you can't take it away from her. One makes my kid, unfortunately for him, and I know, unfortunately for me, unfortunately for him, is his stomach issues. He can't. I can't just give him nonsense. I can't give him basic culinary experience.
Yeah.
His stomach will tell him.
He needs to eat proper food. His stomach will be like,
exactly.
What is this?
And how much is this spaghetti?
Exactly.
What's this spaghetti from?
Is this organic? Is this organic spaghetti? Where did you get this spaghetti from?
His stomach will tell him right away that this just does not taste right. So as much as I would want to maybe cut corners here and there, I just can't, because his stomach issues just won't let him.
Yeah.
And I find that myself with, like, let's say, the dress sense and the style and all of that stuff, I just feel like my friends don't let me. My friends don't let me.
What?
Yeah.
What?
My friends don't let me.
Don't let you what?
Lower my standards.
Don't let you what? Actually, you know what I need to fix? I actually need to fix my friend. You may be my money problem.
I think maybe if you were to get rid of me, you would save a few coins.
I think so, actually.
You'd save, you know what's crazy?
I think I would save a lot of money.
One of my colleagues at work, she instantly came up to me and she said, Dion, this is not work related, so you don't have to take time on it. But I'm going to a wedding. And I said, girl, this is right up my street. Now you're
sending over the Net-a-Porter links.
Let's put that spreadsheet away straight away. I said, let's close our laptops and go onto our phones. And what is your budget? Because
oh my goodness.
One thing I'm gonna do is spend somebody else's money. It brings me joy. It brings me joy that women are dressing the way they want to dress and doing the things they want to do. Yeah. Going to places and looking beautiful and stylish and shutting the house down. It just genuinely just gives me joy. And if it's not coming from me, it's going through someone else. So I kinda accept that. But I do feel like my friends don't let me be below standard. My friends just don't let me. Like, let's say, for instance, Jay, the other day, he was like, oh, D-Money, there ain't no other way. So how am I then not going to turn up looking like D-Money?
Of course.
How am I going to turn up looking like D-Straggly? I'm not doing that.
D-struggle.
I'm not going to come and do that. Yeah. So I just...
Don't get demoted from D-Money. Don't do that.
I've just got a standard now where... that also the other day, another one of my friends was like, oh, okay, cool. Miss, put that shit on. Like, how am I not then gonna turn up? It just don't make no sense. All of a sudden, I'm gonna start saying, oh, well, I've started budgeting now, and I think I shouldn't. No. I'm gonna stay in the standard I've stayed my whole life.
Has inflation not affected you?
Of course it has. It just hasn't affected my wardrobe.
Okay. Already done.
Inflation hasn't affected my wardrobe. And I refuse for inflation to affect my children either. I refuse for my children to be looking like... I cannot. I think it's because if I'm going to walk out of a place looking a certain way, I refuse for my children to be looking like I've adopted them.
That is very true.
From somebody and they've just landed in my house in that day. I refuse to accept that.
That reminds me, I need to buy Liam some new trainers.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, it needs to get that. Yeah. Nike's got a good sale on, so you better just jump on.
Because I can't go on Adidas anymore.
You can't go on Adidas no more. So check Nike and see what they're saying. Yeah. But yeah, I just refuse. We go to all of these places where, of course, he's really into sports and stuff like that, and the parents are doing their highest possibility. There's a Goyard there, there's a 4x4 Porsche there's a basic Prada t-shirt there, and for them that's like their daily bread. I refuse for him to think that I am looking less than, or he should feel less than, that his boots are not up to standard, his kit is not up to standard, he doesn't have the freshest haircut. I refuse for that to happen for him, because life is hard enough as it is for us people, for us to be adding additional things. into the mix.
No,
especially in this day and age.
I agree. I do wonder if Layla. No, I don't think she. I actually had to tell Layla, like, do you think I'm rich?
Okay. And what did she say?
She just was quiet because every day it's like, you want me to spend money?
Yeah, can I have this? Yeah.
I'm like, girl, if you don't go sit down somewhere.
And she's a girl though. She's got that from her auntie. She said, "Big spender."
Absolutely. Absolutely not. I'm just like, every day.
Big spender.
Every day.
Camille doesn't ask for anything.
Oh, this girl asks every day it's something.
He just like is like, if you're gonna get it, get it. But if you don't get it, he's not really bothered.
Every day that girl's asking for something. Even wanting me to take her to the store to get clothes for her stuffed rabbit.
Her rabbit needs clothes? She's into rabbits now? I don't know.
She's into this, I think she went to...
Build-A-Bear?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's also expensive as fuck.
So she's now on this whole build-A-Bear situation.
Yeah. Okay, then cool.
I'm like, no. I'm like, actually,
it's not going to happen. He is, however, asking for a bike for his birthday or some skates. So maybe I might just end up giving him to do that. Not that, my issue is that it's this United Kingdom, this rubbish place, where the weather is so bad every other. So when is he going to
be able to ride this bike?
And also his schedule. When is he ever going to ride the bike?
That is true.
You know, I get it, but it's going to have very little use, to be honest. But maybe you never know. Maybe he might use it all the time.
Maybe the skates are better though, because then you could take the skates
anywhere.
Yeah,
that's true.
The skates are easier to transport.
That's true. Yeah.
With you,
although his dad will be like, injury.
That is very true.
Injure him. My son his legs are insured for £1 million.
Okay, so maybe not the skates. Maybe then stick to the bikes.
Exactly. Yeah.
I completely forgot about the legs.
I completely forgot about the legs. Jesus.
You definitely have to stick to the bike.
Yeah, of course, definitely. Oh dear. So do you have anything to bring up this week?
Oh, I did.
Go on. Why do you always do this? You start with a little chuckle. You kind of just hype.
Because I'm just like, I am like.
What is it? Girl, what is it, girl?
There was something. Because it's always the comment section.
Okay.
I love the comment section. So I saw that. Is it Joy Chavez?
Joy is the one that's Bow Wow's baby mother.
Bow Wow and Future. Yeah.
And Future. But she herself is an established dancer and an entrepreneur. She has her own, exactly. She's got her own.
She got her own money.
Besides being her baby mom. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. She has her own. And the third.
Oh, she's having a third, pregnant, right? Yeah. With a baller.
Yes.
And he's like 21.
Another 24. Young, she's like Drea.
Yeah.
And he's and they've broken up.
Oh, damn.
They're not together anymore.
Wowza.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
wow.
Obviously
has she had the baby?
No, she's still pregnant.
Yeah.
So obviously the comments were
wild. I'm waiting for Drea.
Wild.
It's about to happen. We're just waiting for when.
Wild.
But you're going.
And very disrespectful. And someone was like, at this point, you're just a professional baby mama. And I'm just thinking to myself, why? So, I mean, I feel like there's sexism in that because nobody says anything to men about having multiple baby mamas, right?
Or multiple women that have their children.
Exactly. So I'm just like, why then, on the other hand, she obviously has her own money. She has her own business. She's doing her own thing. Mm-hmm. Why does it matter if she has three baby daddies?
I think women should do what they want. I think everybody should just do what they want. Life is just too short. If you want to have 6 baby daddies, have 6 baby daddies.
Exactly.
If you want to have 3 baby daddies, have 3. If you want to have 1, just have 1. It's different, however, when it comes to like my aspects. If you were to ask me, would I have multiple baby fathers? The answer would be no. The answer would be no because I don't like headache in my life. Okay, 1 baby father is more than enough. More than enough headache, stress, anxiety.
Well, however, okay, so say...
More than enough.
Say, if unfortunately you and your current partner don't end up lasting, and
right,
you meet someone,
okay,
and he doesn't have any children.
Case closed. I'm sorry. I'm not having any more children.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
I'm not.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely
yeah.
not.
If I could close the case, I could.
Mm.
I would.
Mm.
But unfortunately, I can't close the case because of my age, stats, all of that stuff. I could do it privately. But at the moment in time, I don't have the capacity to have that amount of downtime.
Yeah.
When I am ready, however, I'm gonna close the case. I am taking that leap. I believe just 3 children out of me, I think is all I can give to the world. I can't give any more. Physically, it takes a toll on me. Do you understand? Physically, it really takes everything out of me. And my pregnancies are not easy. My births are not easy. My postpartum is not easy. I just cannot physically do that again.
Yeah.
I can't. I don't think I can mentally be capable to do it. If I was to ever do it again, I'll most probably lose my mind. And I cannot lose my mind. That's the one thing I need.
True.
I cannot lose my mind. However, that person would have to unfortunately find someone else.
It's a no.
Yeah,
for you.
it's an absolute no for me. If you were to possibly ask me if maybe, for instance, God didn't give me the twins, and I was still just with King Cam, I would likely have a child with another person. But now that I've got King Cam and the twins, it's not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Get somebody else to do it.
Get somebody else to do it.
Yeah, get somebody else to do it. I just, like I said, my life, I feel like is hectic, it's busy, it's all of the above, and it's also a blessing, it's happy, it's joyous. It's everything that I at some point prayed for.
Yeah.
Right? This is how you need to know that, sometimes when you're having those hard days and you're going through something, the days that you're living in, you prayed for. So yeah, I accept all of that stuff, but I cannot fathom having a man that I most probably will be accountable to through a child. I just can't do that. Yeah, I just can't do that. And you're a never person. You're not a never person.
Yeah, no, I'm not a never
I am
person.
A never person.
I'm not a never person.
That's how we're very different.
Yeah.
I'm very much, I think once I've set, it's interesting that you say that actually, because I wanted to ask you earlier, how do you how do you, I don't know. I guess we're grown, so I most probably have the answer for this. But we're very from very different backgrounds. And although I am grey once in a while, sometimes here and there, I'm still very much black and white.
Yeah.
And this is one of the major differences we have.
Yes.
This is also possibly, I think, the major difference you have with your partner.
Yeah.
I believe.
Yeah.
Actually, a lot of people around you.
I'm not black. Maybe
you're not.
I'm not black and white.
You're not at all.
Not black and white.
You're very much like an impartial person. And whatever kind of goes.
Yeah.
How do you navigate that with your relationships without necessarily causing conflict? Hey, deep combo. Deep combo.
How do I navigate that? I mean, in all honesty, because like I said when we spoke earlier, actually, I've been through a lot of stuff. I've said a lot of nevers.
You're right.
And obviously, those things happen.
Yeah, so and here we are.
Yeah, so I do think from experience of maybe when I was younger, I was probably more black, more black and white. And as I
think this is also from the fact that you've got an African mother.
Yeah, so I think
it's some of it filtered through to
you. Yeah, so I think as I have obviously grown older and life has
happened.
Yeah, has been lifing. I think that's why I do kind of live now as I'll never say never. And then also in relationships with friends and partners, things have happened where I'm just like, okay, so I can never say never, because some people will disappoint you in life, or some people will surprise you with their actions or surprise you with their beliefs.
Indeed, yeah.
So, I mean, for that, I think
you're open.
I'm open. Yeah. I'm open. And also, if the money's right, I'm definitely open.
If it's ka-chinging,
I'll never say never.
If the mullah is mullahing, and if the coins are coining.
Yes. If the ching,
ka-ching, ka-ching. Exactly. If the till is running, then we're good.
I will never say never. But I think, and also too, I have to take into consideration people's experiences in life. Right. I think that also has why certain people have certain beliefs, why certain people are black and white on certain things because of the experiences that they've had in their own lives. So for me, I'm just like, okay, I respect that. But for me, obviously, it's different.
For me, it's different.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. You move with grace, I guess. Yeah, with every aspect. Yeah, you move with grace. I don't know. I guess, even the older I get and the more experiences I get, the less open I am. So it's funny that you say, you're more open because of the experiences, but my experiences have kind of actually taught me what I draw a line on.
Maybe you started off gray.
Yeah, there you go. Maybe I did, actually. Maybe I did. They showed me where I draw a line and where I don't, where I guess I am open, but most times I basically know it's either a no and a never, and I just know it's not going to happen. For instance, there's sometimes where someone will be like, okay, cool, would you communicate with this person? And for me, it'll be like, never. I'm not communicating with them. I just don't feel the need to.
Yeah.
And other people are like, oh, but this is years has gone by and yeah, didn't miss them 5 years ago. Don't miss them now.
So it's okay.
Yeah, I haven't spoken to them since I've known them.
Allow it.
I don't allow it. I don't need to. I don't need to. Yeah, on that note, let's draw on the line on this episode. I forgot to actually talk about what I'm wearing. I'm wearing this kaftan because it's hot.
It is hot
today. Tomorrow it's not going to be the same. I'm wearing this kaftan from an unethical brand, so therefore I can't boost them. I've got the sandals to chill. It's a very unethical brand. Yeah.
Were there like words screaming for help on the tag?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh my gosh, those are like people, SOS.
Of course. And there's people like, I don't know, there's people like at their warehouses and like splattering red paint. Yikes. Saying there's blood on your hands type of unethical type of brand. So I'm not gonna shout it out there. You? Dry Move.
I have H&M Dry Move.
Yeah.
Top and shorts and a monkey kafta.
Yeah. We're chilling today because it's nice and warm.
Yeah. I'm actually sweating under this, but
we're chilling today. We have everyday people, like we said. Tomorrow we will give you guys the rundown of.
Oh my god.
We'll give you guys the rundown next week of how we've survived it. And how we managed to keep on going, and of course how we've enjoyed ourselves, fingers crossed, thoroughly with all of our friends. It's been great that you guys have tuned in this week and have continued to tune in every week. Make sure you guys don't forget to just like keep up with the other episodes. We now have how many? 28 episodes, and we try our very best to be consistent, regardless of our day-to-day and what's happening in the background. We are here, so it would be amazing if you guys could support us by subscribing, by sharing, by commenting, by liking on most or all of our platforms, because that would be really dope.
On everyone.
Exactly.
Watch on YouTube, listen on Spotify, listen on Apple.
And this goes to our friends too, because I see you. I see you. You're watching, but you're not subscribing. And I see that you're telling me every time, oh, it's really dope that you're doing that podcast. But it would be more dope if you could actually subscribe.
Tell a friend. Tell a friend.
Exactly. Yes. It's been one for week. Enjoy the weather if you're here in London. If not, enjoy the weather wherever you are in the world. My name is D.
I am Lish.
And this has been Allow It.
Bye.
Peace.